Okay, hello everyone at home. Mike Riley here with some skills and drills for you all to do at home, especially during those wintry months, and obviously with the recent events, kind of get stuck inside in your house, going a little stir crazy. We're going to set up some individual skills that you can get outside, get in the backyard, and do your drills right here in your own little space. Let's get to it. Let's roll. Okay, before you start, all you need to do is find a small space in your backyard. And if you have cones, that's great. But if you don't, well, who knows? Maybe you have some old soccer balls or basketballs laying around you can use in place of cones. Or maybe even your dog left some toys outside and you can use them. And for those that maybe have some soccer sticks, well, those work perfectly fine too. It doesn't matter what you have. You can use almost anything in your backyard to replace cones if need be. Okay, as little kids do their TikToks, what happens is that they start doing a little dance like a leprechaun. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Okay, what we want to do is we want to keep our feet grounded a little bit. If you notice, they open up their feet this way and look where their toes are pointing. So as they do a TikTok, they lose control because where is my foot pointing? It's pointing that way, okay? So what you can teach the young kids is make sure that they just keep their toes turned in, okay? Toes are turned in and our shoulders are square. And when they do that, it keeps the ball nice and aligned. Okay, so when we do TikToks with the little kids, okay, we want to make sure that we have one cone only, and we want to line the ball up with the cone, okay? We don't want to see kids just kind of doing this, okay? We want to make sure that the ball goes to the outside of the right of the cone and outside of the left. So we want to make sure that that ball gets outside that cone and that their hips are spread out wide. Okay, we don't want to see this. We don't want to see balls going all over the place and then dribbling over here. Use the cone as a direction to push the ball to the outside of the cone, to the right and to the left, like so. And for our little ones, what we want to try to do is if they can get 10 without making a mistake, they achieve their goal. Just remember, always start out a little bit slower and then you can pick up the pace. Mistakes are going to be made, but try not to stop the flow of the drill and allow the player some time to figure it out on their own. You will always be their #1 fan, so continue to encourage them, support them, and show your enthusiasm for them. Okay, working on our TikToks with our intermediate to our advanced level players, okay? What we want to do is we want to add some variations, okay? And if we notice the cones, they're a little spread out. When we worked with the young kids, we only had one cone like this, okay? With our older kids and our advanced level players, we want to spread these out. So we want to keep the ball within those 2 cone measures, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a variation where we're going to dribble to the right side, and then we're going to dribble to the left side using our foot. So here's the demonstration. What we want to do is we simply want to keep the ball in control. We want to start out by just practicing, and when we're comfortable, what we're going to do is we're going to push with the inside of our foot to the outside of our opposite foot to pass the cone. We're going to chop inside, and then once again we're going to use our outside of the foot to get it right back, and we're going to get right back into motion. Then we're going to go to the opposite side. So we're going to use inside the right foot, outside of our left, inside left chop, and then to the opposite foot with the right. Okay, so let's see how that looks in real time motion. Mistakes are going to be made, but try not to stop the flow of the drill and allow the player some time to figure it out on their own. Okay, so we're going to set up about a 7 to 10 yard grid here. We're going to do our tick-tocks going forward and then reverse. So this is what we don't want to do. What we want to try to do is we want to try to get in as many touches as we can. It's not a race, but it's how many touches we can get from there to the end and back again. So what we want to be careful of is we don't want to just do this. Roll the ball, don't push it too far forward because we're not getting workouts in when we just do this. That's not getting a lot of touches in. For our last exercise, we're going to do a straight slalom run using 1 foot touches with a sprint, turn, sprint. To have a great touch and have good balance, make sure your non-playing foot remains on its original side of the slalom. At the end of the slalom, it's then a quick sprint with your toe down to a cone about 7 to 10 yards away. Use the outside of your foot to get around that cone and then sprint back home through the gate. Try to keep the cones in a short distance. This way you can learn to develop a better touch in a tight spot. If you need to spread out the cones a little bit wider and a little bit further away, then do so. Remember, for now, we just want to use one dominant foot, but we do want to alternate using our right and left foot. You should do about 10 sets, 5 with your right, 5 with your left. For our younger age groups, U5 through U9 possibly, what you want to do is perhaps take the cones and spread them out and give them a little bit more room to work with. You can also modify this drill by allowing our little ones to use both their right and left foot, as well as simply just getting to the furthest target cone and stopping the ball dead. Thank you everyone for watching our virtual academy practice and challenge session. We hope everyone out there is healthy and safe, but we hope you still get outside, get some fresh air, stay fit, and stay engaged in the game of soccer. So now what we need from you all is to videotape yourself doing that session and post it to Facebook. But make sure you tag Westside Soccer. We're going to be watching all your videos, We're going to select winners each week to see who's out there being engaged, staying fit, and getting touches on the ball. We'll post our winners to our Facebook page, as well as, well, you never know, you might receive a nice little gift or a surprise at home. All right, so everyone out there, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Make sure you check back next week for our next Virtual Academy session.
1, 2, 3, let's go! Woo! Good job.